Let's get one thing straight. Pain isn't your enemy. It's your trainer in life's unrelenting gym. Picture a blacksmith hammering steel on an anvil. The fire burns, the blows sting, but the end result is a blade sharp enough to cut through the hardest of armor. That's pain's role in your life. Yet, too many men today recoil from it, like a startled deer, mistaking discomfort for danger. They shut down, close themselves off, and miss out on life's greatest gift, growth through adversity. You've been told to man up in ways that translate to bottling up your emotions, pretending they don't exist. But that's not the Spartan or Stoic way. A true warrior of life doesn't avoid pain. He embraces it. He lets it shape him, teach him, and ultimately free him. In this lecture, we'll dismantle the myths about pain, vulnerability, and emotional freedom. By the end, you'll understand how to turn every struggle into an opportunity for growth, connection, and mastery. Imagine standing on a cold battlefield, clutching a shield that's too heavy for you. It promises protection, but saps your energy, slows you down, and blinds you to the arrows flying toward your exposed flanks. That's what happens when you try to protect yourself by shutting down emotionally. When you're in pain, whether it's heartbreak, failure, or rejection, your first instinct might be to close off. You stop looking people in the eye, your body tightens, and your breath becomes shallow. It feels safe, doesn't it? But safety is a trap. In reality, closing yourself off doesn't shield you. It isolates you. It cuts you off from the very tools, awareness, connection, and strength that you need to overcome the struggle. The Spartans understood this. They didn't train to hide behind their shields. They trained to move with them, keeping their eyes on the battlefield and their minds sharp. When you close yourself off, you're essentially dropping your sword and hoping the world won't notice. Spoiler, it does, and it strikes harder. Think of pain as a compass, pointing you toward areas of your life that need growth. When you avoid it, you're like a sailor ignoring the stars, drifting aimlessly in the vast ocean of life. But when you lean into it, you discover the truth about yourself. Take heartbreak, for example. The natural response is to numb it, drown it in distractions, swipe endlessly on dating apps, or bury yourself in work. But numbing is like patching a leaking boat without addressing the hole. Eventually, you're going to sink. Instead, sit with the pain. Let it teach you. Ask yourself, why does this hurt so much? What does it reveal about my expectations, insecurities, or values? In ancient Persian wisdom, the myth of the huma bird reminds us that transformation often comes from enduring hardship. The huma bird, a creature of great wisdom, only bestows its blessings on those who face adversity with courage. Similarly, your pain isn't there to break you. It's there to crown you with wisdom. When you're in the thick of emotional turmoil, your breath tells the story of your struggle. Shallow, rapid breaths are the battle cry of a mind under siege. But here's the thing. You can rewrite that story with one deep inhale. Imagine standing in a dense forest, overwhelmed by the cacophony of sounds, chirping crickets, rustling leaves, the distant howl of wolves. Now picture yourself pausing, taking a deep breath, and noticing the clarity it brings. The noise doesn't disappear, but you can navigate it with renewed focus. In moments of pain, your breath is your anchor. Draw it deep into your belly, feel it expand your chest, and let it remind you that you're alive and capable of facing the storm. This isn't just a calming technique, it's an act of defiance against chaos. The Stoics taught that control over oneself begins with the smallest actions. Your breath is the first line of defense. Have you ever noticed how hard it is to maintain eye contact when you're feeling vulnerable? It's as though your soul is trying to retreat behind the walls of your body. But here's the thing. Avoiding eye contact doesn't protect you. It isolates you. Eye contact is the bridge between two worlds, yours and theirs. It's where understanding happens, where connection blooms. The next time you're in a heated argument or a tender moment, resist the urge to look away. Instead, lock eyes. Feel the weight of their gaze and let them feel yours. It's uncomfortable, yes, but it's also transformative. The Spartans knew the power of a steady gaze. Before battle, they'd look their comrades in the eye, solidifying their bond. In relationships, maintaining eye contact says, "I'm here. I see you. I'm not backing down." It's an act of courage, and courage is the bedrock of connection. The world tells you that vulnerability is weakness, that showing emotion is akin to waving a white flag. But the Stoics and Spartans would laugh at such foolishness. True strength isn't about hiding your feelings. It's about standing in the storm with your heart wide open. Picture a samurai, sword drawn, facing a foe 10 times his size. Does he retreat? Number. He steps forward, not because he's unafraid, but because his purpose is greater than his fear. Similarly, when you allow yourself to feel pain, to express it without letting it consume you, you're stepping into the battlefield of life with the same bravery. Being a superior man isn't about being impervious. It's about being present. It's about loving fully, even when it hurts. It's about showing up, not just for others, but for yourself. This is the path of mastery, not control over others, but over yourself. Relationships are easy when you adapt. They're a whirlwind of emotions, misunderstandings, and compromises. And that's precisely what makes them beautiful. Expecting perfection in a partner or in yourself is like demanding the ocean to be still. It's not going to happen. Instead of trying to fix every problem, learn to navigate the waves. When your partner is upset, don't rush to offer solutions. Instead, listen, feel their words, acknowledge their pain. This isn't about fixing, it's about connecting. The Stoics taught that the only thing within your control is your reaction. You can't change the storm, but you can adjust your sails. In love, this means choosing patience over frustration, compassion over judgment, and openness over retreat. Pain is the furnace in which greatness is forged. It's the fire that burns away your weaknesses, leaving only your true self. The Persian tale of the Peri, a fairy-like being seeking redemption, illustrates this beautifully. Trapped by their past mistakes, the Paris had to endure trials to regain their grace. Their struggles weren't punishments, they were opportunities for transformation. Every setback you face is a trial in your own tale. Will you let it define you, or will you use it to grow? The choice is yours. Remember, the Spartans didn't fear hardship. They welcomed it. They understood that every challenge was a step closer to mastery. So, where do you go from here? How do you live with an open heart in a world that often feels cold and indifferent? Start small. The next time you feel pain, whether it's a sharp word from a loved one or a deeper heartbreak, pause, breathe, resist the urge, to retreat. Instead, step into the moment. Feel it fully. Let it teach you. Seek connection. Look people in the eye even when it's hard. Show up with authenticity, not with scripts or facades. Remember, people don't connect with perfection. They connect with presence. And above all, embrace the chaos. Life isn't meant to be neat and tidy. It's a wild, unpredictable dance. The sooner you accept that, the freer you'll become. Living with an open heart isn't easy. It's messy, it's painful, and it's raw. But it's also where life's greatest joys are found. The Stoics and Spartans didn't shy away from hardship. They faced it head on, knowing that every struggle was a chance to grow stronger. So, I challenge you. The next time life throws a punch, don't duck. Take the hit, feel it, learn from it, and then rise stronger and more open than before. This is the path of the superior man. This is the way of the Spartan Stoic. Will you walk it?